Good morning, guys. This is probably going to be a relatively short vlog, but I wanted to give you guys a sort of shelf tour. I have this bookshelf here that I put a lot of my stuff, gaming related or other collections I have. I actually found this shelf at a Goodwill, and it was only like $35 or something like that, and I just thought it was beautiful and just like the perfect shelf for what I needed, and it has been. And it's a little dusty. Sorry if you can see that there, but yeah, I haven't dusted it in a while. But yeah, I wanted to show you the shelf for a couple reasons. One, it's cool, and I like to show it when I can. It's not nothing crazy, but it's a lot of the stuff that I care about in games and such. Um, and also this shelf is going to be moving, so this is probably like one of the last times I'll like film it like right in this location and exactly how it is. So, but if I film it, then I can kind of remember like where things were in case I forget like the layout, which I probably wouldn't, but in case I did. Anyway, let's try and get into it here. Um, we'll just start from the bottom. That's just an Agent Carter pop. I actually haven't watched the show. I really need to, but I was always a fan of Peggy Carter in the MCU. So yeah, over there, that's the first compendium of The Walking Dead. I haven't made it all the way through it yet, but yeah, I do enjoy The Walking Dead comics, and I'd like to read them all eventually. Um, but yeah, this wing is this goes to a statue up on the oh shit on the top shelf. But yeah, those I might try and super glue that eventually, but probably not. It's just sitting there temporarily. Um, those Game of Thrones dragons down there, those are a gift from my sister. I need to catch up on Game of Thrones. I made it through a couple seasons, but I haven't watched all of it. Fallout 76 pop, another gift from my sister. Really want to play Fallout 76. I've heard it's getting better, but hopefully they've fixed a lot of the original issues that were plaguing the game. And then we have my PS4 section. Oh, also I'm missing a few games here. A few of them are outside on like this little coffee table where I have like my PS4 and Nintendo 64 hooked up. So I'm missing a few games, but not too many. This is just my small PS4 section there. A little bit larger PS3 section, then a few PS2 games. I don't have a working PS2 anymore, unfortunately, but I'm hoping to get one. Um, this is a PlayStation game here. This is Elmo's Letter Adventure, I believe. Yeah, Letter Adventure, not Number Adventure. This is actually a meme from watching Steven Plays and Steven Vlog. They had to play this for one of their Extra Life streams, and I just thought it was a hilarious game, and it was a hilarious VOD that I saw on their YouTube and Twitch. So I was watching that, and I saw it in a game store, and I just decided to pick it up. It was like $3, just for the heck of it, for fun. And then this is my GameCube collection up here. Most of these games are from my childhood. A lot of sentimental value in here. Lot of good games. A lot of fun memories. And then you get to Wii. Some shovelware in there, but a couple of my favorites were Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn. That's an awesome game. Fishing Master, actually underrated. It's actually a really fun like fishing game for the Wii. And then like in a cartoon style, it's kind of cool. My Sims, underrated. Naruto Clash of Ninja Revolution, fun game. I can't remember if I liked that one or the one on GameCube better, but they were both pretty fun. I think I liked the one on GameCube better. Pokemon Battle Revolution, I absolutely loved transporting like my Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl into that game. I wish I still had my original Diamond save. I don't think I do anymore, but yeah, that was great. Super Paper Mario, solid Paper Mario game. Probably my third favorite of the ones I've played. My favorite's Nintendo 64, Paper Mario, just Paper Mario, and then Thousand Year Door, and then Super Paper Mario. But I love all three of them. Those are the three I've played. That's my collection of Switch games. Not too many, but a few. Animal Crossing, Super Mario Maker 2, Breath of the Wild, obviously, NBA 2K18. I sink so many hours into those games, and it's so funny. Me with sports games and stuff like that, I hardly ever actually play the sport in the game. I just love it for like the simulation and looking at like the stats and like building like team building, stuff like that. It's always really appealed to me, and I've sunk a ton of hours into that game, even though I don't recommend this because NBA 2K18 on the Switch crashes like every 45 minutes. It's horrible, and I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with it. They just rushed it or whatever. It just crashes for no reason, and not even playing the game. Like that's like intense on graphics, just like in menus and stuff. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I've still sunk a lot of hours into it. And then we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Great game. Haven't played it in a while, but still really fun to play single player. I'm not very good multiplayer, but yeah. Those CDs aren't usually there. These are just ones that I found while cleaning. That's like their temporary home. Got some cables there. Looks like the DS charger. And then up here, this is one of my favorite shelves. This is my Final Fantasy shrine. I don't have all the games right now, but I have quite a few, and a few other cool things. Like that's the NES Final Fantasy manual back there. It's beat up, but it's still cool. That's Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. I still need to watch it, but I'm waiting to finish Final Fantasy VII before I do. I'm like halfway through Final Fantasy VII right now, and I just don't have the time to finish it. But when I do finish it, then I'll watch Advent Children. But yeah, if I take you through all this here, we got Final Fantasy Anthology. This is 5 and 6, and then we have Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children, the Final Fantasy NES manual, Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, and I forgot. This is Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the Game Boy Advance. This is my first Final Fantasy game. This is Final Fantasy IV on the Game Boy Advance. Might be my favorite Final Fantasy. It's just a really solid game. This is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. I don't think the game is in that case. If I'm being honest, I think I lost the game, but I do enjoy this game. I haven't played it in a while, but I played it as a kid and enjoyed it. Then we have Final Fantasy IV on the DS. A solid port of the GBA version, even though I prefer the GBA version. And I've never played the SNES version, but they're relatively similar. That's Final Fantasy IX right there. Final Fantasy X, and I believe X-2, right? Yep. Final Fantasy 15. It's a good game, but definitely has some flaws, but it's good. And then I believe, yep, Final Fantasy 12 is behind there. Not really. Didn't have room to display it well, but yeah, this might be my favorite level of the shelf, just because it's so cool, and I really love Final Fantasy and the Final Fantasy music in particular. It's really a solid franchise, and without it, I probably wouldn't be a game composer because. Sorry, I had to cut there. My mom got home, and I said hello to her. But yeah, Nobuo Uematsu's work is actually what inspired me to become a game composer. So, yeah, big part of my life is Final Fantasy and the music of Final Fantasy. So, if we come up to the next shelf here, we have this Krampus Pop, which is a reference to my first game soundtrack that I did. I wrote for a game called Greetings from Krampus. It's a VR game that a couple of guys made, and yeah, it's really solid, like snowman building simulator. It was a lot of fun, a lot of like just fun Christmas music I was writing. There's a few NES games there. My favorite being Dr. Mario. Great little game there. Top Gun is just for the memes, as is Bio Billy, and well, Super Mario Bros. Is fun. You gotta have Super Mario Bros. But let's see, we got a Genesis game back there. That's Sonic 2, I believe. These are those 3 Game Boy games I got from my mom that I bought from her. Just some assorted games here that don't have cases. Actually, an underrated game right there. That's Neopet's Pet Adventure. Sorry, I'm running out of breath. I'm getting really hot in this room. And just some Game Boy games here that pretty cool. Got some more Game Boy Advance games down there. Oh, focus the camera, Jerry. Yeah, I don't really feel like digging through them at this moment. A couple of DS games that I don't have the cases for, or I was just too lazy to put in the cases, which could very well be. Some DS games. Again, I actually lost quite a few of these. I don't know where they are, but I've displayed the cases just because these were some of my games that I played as a kid that I enjoyed, but a couple of them, like let's see, like these Digimons. I feel like I lost these Digimons, but they're a couple of really fun games there. Up there, you've just got, oh yeah, and the N64 games you saw back there. Game Boy Advance, PSP. That PSP has a pretty bad crack on the screen, but it works. Then we've got a few 3DS games. I'm not sure exactly where the other cases for these 2 are. I gotta find those. Oh, this is an ocarina that I don't know how to play like fully, but I know how to play it, a few notes on it. I really just need to take time to learn because I do like the sound of it. These were a gift from my sister. Nice little like Pez dispensers, I think. They're cute. Some memory cards back there. And then this shelf up here is just like a lot of an assortment of things. On this side you kind of have like Nintendo stuff, and then this little corner in here is for Bethesda and Fallout and Skyrim, that sort of stuff. So if we start over here, that's that guide that I showed you in a previous vlog. Got some amiibo back here, some Animal Crossing stuff, that Goomba, Super Mario Air Freshener, and a couple plushies back there that are cute. That Venonat that I just added to the collection. And you'll see little things when my sister comes over. She always kind of moves one thing on the shelf, and that's one of the things she did. I actually kind of love that. It's got Mario and Bowser holding Mew like that. It's cute. But yeah, these little Pokemon figures I really like. I sold a lot of them a few years back that I kind of regret doing, but they're cute little knockoff figures. Some of them look really stupid, like this Giratina. But some of them are cool. I kind of like the stupidness of some of them. And then we have a couple more plushies, the Snorlax, and this Tentacool that needs to be washed. And we have a few Fallout and Skyrim references. The Game of the Year, Fallout 3 edition back there. Liberty Prime, and again, my sister's handiwork with Togepi and what's that one's called? Magnetite? No, that's oh god. What are you called? Not Metachamp, that's your evolution. Metatite, that's what he is. But yeah, look at his face, it's so stupid. He's so angry. But yeah, and then so that's that shelf, and then my top shelf. My arm's getting tired here. This is my politics shelf. Now, someone being up on this shelf is not indicative of what I view of their politics. I basically collect any and all like political figures that I can like get my hands on, like any sort of political references that I can. Campaign buttons. This pop figure. This is my favorite. This is Bernie Sanders pop figure right there. Just some cool like stuff like that. These 2 statues came from my dad's house. That's where the wing came from there. It broke off. But yeah, these are just statues that I felt fit with the politics vibe. But yeah, I don't endorse any of the candidates. Like there's George W. Bush right there. Not exactly a huge fan of his, but like this is just like any and all political figures that I have. This is a 70s Nixon campaign button. Those are like presidential coins back there. They're pretty cool. Yeah, just some cool stuff. I always tell people now, I don't love politics, but I find that they're like a huge part of, our lives. So that's why I like to collect different I feel like they're a nice time capsule into how people like lived and campaigned, and how like the policies of those days were. So I like to collect stuff. That's like a Sherrod Brown, senator for Ohio. That's one of his buttons that he had. So yeah, that's my politics shelf right up there. Again, no, no endorsements of any of these people or candidates. I will put basically anyone who was a political figure up on the shelf, just because I collect politics stuff. But yeah, that's about everything I have with this shelf. It's I like it. I like it a lot, and I'm excited to see it to move to a new location. It should look nice. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this vlog. That's all I'm gonna film for today, I think. But yeah, it was fun showing this to you, and yeah, when I get it moved, I will show you what it looks like then. All right, thanks guys. Hope you have a good day. Bye bye.